Vishayam, listen up.
Sorry, Ma. I didn't start the fight. They only dragged me to it.
What fight? What sorry you're talking about?
Are you mad with me?
Hey, no.
But I saw you talking with my teacher and I thought my teacher complained about me.
Oh, that. See, Danny, I had this discussion with my friends in the morning and I wanted to verify if it's true or not. And I needed a history teacher for that, right? So I went to your history teacher and took an appointment to meet her this evening to check and see if whatever they said is right.
Oh,
Okay, now what about this fight? What fight is it?
the thing is, the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
I only dragged.
Hey Angela, I was so impressed at your interest in history, but I was just wondering why this sudden interest in the Persian Empire at this point of time. I owe you an explanation at that. Honestly, I'm never a fan of history and I've hated the subject since childhood. But this current development is because of this discussion that we had with the girls this morning. And what was that? Oh, we were discussing about the reliability of the Bible, and they showed me this portion in the Bible, written by this man Daniel, who predicted with precision all the events that would take place in the Middle East after the reign of King Cyrus. So that would have been like 534 to 530 BC. Probably Daniel would have been like 90 years, I guess. But he predicted the events that would happen after the reign of King Cyrus. But I find it hard to believe that he predicted events that happened after 530 BC. So I found I would validate it with you being a history teacher. Well, I'm so glad that my knowledge is being put to use in this regard. Now that you've said all this, I myself am curious. Let's get started. So ma'am, I'll read that chapter and you tell me if it's matching up with the events that happened in that same timeline. Sound okay? Yeah. So Daniel 10:1 reads that in the 3rd year reign of Cyrus, king of Persia, a revelation was given to Daniel. If you say King Cyrus, then what you said is correct. King Cyrus is believed to have died in 530 BC. So everything that this person Daniel had written during the reign of King Cyrus was definitely before 530 BC. Oh, interesting. Could be a coincidence as well. Let me read you the next verse. So, okay, in Daniel 11:2 it reads, "Now then I tell you the truth. 3 more kingdoms will arise in Persia, and then a 4th who will be far richer than all the others. When he has gained power by his wealth, he will stir up everyone against the kingdom of Greece." 4 kings. Okay, yes, there were 4 kings after King Cyrus. In fact, let me just get you their names. I had pulled this out because you were coming. Yeah, it's this. Yeah, there were 4 kings. Cambyses Ahasuerus, 530 to 522. Bardia Smerdis, Artaxerxes, 522 BC. Darius Ahasuerus, 522 to 586 BC. And Xerxes Ahasuerus, 486 to 465 BC. And just like how it was mentioned in the verse that you read, the 4th king, Xerxes Ahasuerus, was a very powerful and wealthy king. And he collected a huge army of about 216,610 soldiers and marched against Greece. In fact, he lost the war, but in spite of it, his kingdom's wealth did not get exhausted. That was how wealthy he was.
Really? Okay, let me go on. It says in Daniel 11:3, "Then a mighty king will arise who will rule with great power and do as he pleases."
Well, you read a mighty king, right? Well, after King Xerxes, there wasn't anybody who could be called a mighty king. In fact, the Persian Empire declined after him because there were no able rulers. In fact, the Greeks took over after the Persians. And yes, if anybody could be called as the mighty king, it could only be the Greek emperor Alexander the Great, who started on his conquering spree from a very young age, and he was known for his track record of unbeaten battles. Yes, but this is just my guess. Read on, let us see if there is more information with which we can validate this. Okay, and then Daniel 11:4. After he has arisen, his empire will be broken up and parceled out towards the four winds of heaven. It will not go to his descendants, nor will it have the power he exercised, because his empire will be uprooted and given to others. Oh yes, I was right. It is indeed Alexander the Great. Let me just give you, because where's the Persians? Now we have the Greeks, and yes, Alexander died when he was very young, and his children were too small to take over the throne. So his vast empire was divided into 4 kingdoms and given to his 4 generals. I'll give you their names. Cassander was given the west, Lysimachus the north, Seleucus east, and Ptolemy was given the south. So yes, in fact, all of them ruled over the respective kingdoms, but none of them could rule it with such authority like how Alexander did. Ah, this is exactly what my friend said, ma'am. She also mentioned that in the verses following, the mention of the kingdom of north refers to Seleucids of Syria, and kingdom of south refers to Ptolemy of Egypt. So it seems like this rearranged reference in the Bible is based on its geographical relativity to Israel. Yes, could be. Just a moment, I'm getting a call, I'll be back.
Earth has been a mystery even to genius minds. In fact, for years it was believed that it was resting on something big. But many, many years, even before the discovery of the truth, a man of God, some say it is Job, some Moses, has documented in Job. That's one of the books in the Bible. You should read it. You will find it very interesting. The truth, it is. You can take Job chapter 26, verse 7.
I'll get that.
Yeah. Read it.
Job 26 and verse 7.
Yeah.
He spreads out the northern skies over empty space.
Over?
Empty space, it
Okay.
says. He suspends the earth over nothing.
Suspends the earth over nothing.
Nothing.
Can you believe it? He's not any scientist or any genius mind. An ordinary man. Next, we all must have studied in science that there was a speculation about Earth being flat, right? But years before, even any scientist or historian uncovered the truth, an ordinary man has clearly documented the truth, the reality. Please read Isaiah chapter 40, verses 22, no? One of you.
Okay.
Isaiah chapter 40, verses 22. Okay. He sits enthroned above the circle of the earth, and its people are like grasshoppers. He stretches out the heavens like a canopy and spreads them out like a tent to live in. Isaiah was just an ordinary man. How did he know that? Have you guys heard about hydrologic cycle? You must have known it as water cycle. Science has been observing, experimenting and teaching about it now. But An ordinary man named Job again has documented this in Job chapter 36 verses 27 and 28. One of you please read it.
Oh. It says, he draws up the drops of water which distill as rain to the streams. The clouds pour down their moisture and abundant showers fall on mankind.
Science just discovered this recently. Years back. Job wrote this. How?
Inscriptions talk a lot about history, right?
Right.
That too, if it's not captured properly, those truths would have just been turned as lies also.
Very
Anything
true.
could have happened.
Very true. In fact, in 1961, an archaeologist discovered a stone in Caesarea. It was written in Latin. And let me read what was written there for you. You'll be surprised. Pontius Pilatus, prefect of Judea. Does it ring the bell? Jesus. The character to whom Jesus was handed over. Refer Matthew 27:2 if you want to. Next, can one of you read 2 Chronicles 30-30, please?
I've got that, Mabel.
Okay.
Yeah, so it says, it was Hezekiah who blocked the upper outlet of the Gihon spring and channeled the water down to the west side of the city of David. He succeeded in everything he undertook.
Channel the water. That's called Hezekiah's tunnel. A tunnel that fits that exact description is found under Jerusalem.
Whoa,
This is awesome.
awesome.
In 1830, Robert Taylor, he discovers a 15-inch tall clay cylinder, okay, and it has about 500 lines inscribed on it, instructed by a king named Sennacherib. And this is what it reads. As to Hezekiah, the Jew, he did not submit to my yoke. And then we can even read in 2 Chronicles 30-21 that Sennacherib went back and his sons killed him. And the sons' names are pretty complicated. You can get their names from Wikipedia. Wikipedia tells this, that his sons' names are Arda Mulisu and Nabu Sharuzur. And they killed their father, Sennacherib. See?
That's why.
Bible tells the same thing.
Absolutely.
What Wikipedia tells. Okay.
It's all there.
In 1993, listen to this as well. In Tel Dan Stella, Abraham Biram discovers a stone in which there is an inscription called House of David.
Wow.
Can you read 1 Kings 12:20?
Wait. I'll do that. When all the Israelites heard that Jeroboam had returned, they sent and called him to the assembly and made him king over all Israel. Only the tribe of Judah remained loyal to the house of David.
That's the catchphrase. Finally, see, world history is divided based on Jesus, right?
BC, AD.
Yeah. All of this was foretold by an Old Testament writer, Isaiah. Please read Isaiah 7:14. You'll find it.
Get that.
Yeah. Okay.
Therefore, the Lord Himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel.
This list keeps going on. Okay, there is more like this. Bible is reliable. Period. There is no need for us to look for evidence, search for evidence, and prove to the world that it is reliable. It's already proved, guys.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm so sorry I had to take that call. Yes, but I am still amazed and surprised how a document could capture with such precision step-by-step events that is going to happen for the next 3 centuries. I myself have now developed an interest to read the Bible. Yeah, in fact, there are more evidences to prove the Bible's reliability. I'm sure there is. But to convince me, this one is enough. Because I believe ஒரு பானை சோற்றுக்கு ஒரு சோறு பதம். Meaning, to check if one pot of rice is cooked, you only need to test one rice in it.
Angie! Hey. Nice to see you here. Okay, I'll be back.
See ya. What? Trust, ma. Trust.
Do you know that Mrs. Kala is also my daughter's history teacher?
What? So you're spying on me all this time?
We investigate everything, my dear.
What everything? What?
What? Huh?
What's up, girls? What's happening here?
Hey, forget about this. Now tell me, you haven't answered the second question.
Yeah, the second question I asked. Good point.
Which is?
Why is God documenting everything? Huh? Can't he come directly and talk to people?
I'm reminded now. Okay, let me explain.
Hold on. I just saw the time. 1 minute. Hello? Did Shauna actually take her laptop and go to school today? Just check in her room, na? Okay. Yeah. Thank God.
Yes? What happened?
My daughter finally took her laptop and went to school today. I didn't
Laptop?
remind her.
What laptop?
Yeah.
6th grader.
Tell me about it.
I came to know about computers like when I was working.
Same here.
Computers. Who invented computers? This Charles Babbage, right? Did he personally come and teach you all how to operate it?
Absolutely not.
Then how did you guys learn?
Okay, see, I'm quite smart. So it took me like a day to become an expert at it.
Oh, brilliant. Where did you learn from?
So I asked a few people, and the rest of it I referred to the manual. Because not everyone is as smart as me.
Oh. Why manual?
Obviously, because the man who made the computer only knows it best, right? Even the expertise cannot be as good as him because he knows everything and he can teach it in and out to anybody around.
Great. Who made us?
God.
Okay, now I get it. So the Bible is a manual for humans. Right?
Man, to convey about his product, creates manuals, develops documents. Will not God, a better administrator, in order to convey his instructions, develop document? Bible is such a document. Among the many things it's revealing to us, it also helps us understand human and the world around us because all that has been done is done by God. And Bible is his document to us. Okay, so I hope henceforth you will never doubt Bible's reliability.